Welcome back. 2023 NXL Windy City Major. Matty Marshall, blessed to have Nick Carney and Justin Politi from Columbus Level to help me call this set. This could be, you guys picked a good one. It's going to be Tampa Bay Damage taking on AC Diesel and Houston Heat taking on Aftermath. So AC Diesel Damage both with one game in the books, both with a win. And Tampa Bay Damage coming off the big victory at the last event, the Mid-Atlantic Open. Off the break, Keith Brown has been relentless in the Snake, but so has Alex Goldman. So this is going to be a good old classic Keith Brown, Alex Goldman battle in the Snake. Off the break, looks like, Jacob Edwards taking a uncharacteristic early walk. He's been really good for him, but Diesel also going to be losing a body on that D side, so it's 4-on-4 as Goldman moves up into Snake 2.
Yeah, this is a classic Snake battle. You have two iconic Snake players here in Keith and Alex. You expect to see a lot of action down this wire. Yeah,
Justin, as Keith Brown moves up to mirror the move here with Alex Goldman. You can see our eye in the sky. Looks like Rainey Stanzik's going to have a nice filter out to that back landing logistics bunker. Such a crucial position. And looks like AC Diesel's going to mirror that up with their new pickup, Jesse Stevens, coming over from X Factor and getting a lot of playing time here with his new squad. No surprise there.
Is Damage up too? I don't see a Dorito body for Diesel. They might be in that small Dorito there. The Dorito 1 potentially. Here we got the eye in the sky. Okay, yep. Diesel is in the Dorito 1.
Yeah, some paint moving from there.
They're going to filter a body out from that back center for Diesel as well, too, to give that D side a little more potency here, spreading the field out a bit. But this tactical, crafty battle right now going down in the Snake between Keith Brown. Looks like Alex Goldman is posted up down that sideline with Rainey and Jesse behind their front players here, kind of picking and choosing when they want to engage. Also shooting those crossfield lanes as well, too.
So Rainey's definitely just been playing this Snake side corner very loose, very comfortable in there.
Yeah, I think Diesel's definitely got the domination now with both Jesse and Goldman down the wire. Keith and Rainey are both inside. Goldman's going to advance here to the 50 Snake all the way. Got a poison here. Potentially Goldman's going to go for the bunker, which he's been doing all day in all practice.
Goldman's thinking about it. Who just shot his gun, so he knows they're going to have a little collision here. But Keith Brown and Mouse, and then Mouse is going to get pumped up. But as two former teammates, a little hug after that. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Good to see.
We've been seeing Mouse just attack the Snake relentlessly all day, and at practice yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Mouse was going off in that first game. I mean, in 2 points, he had 7 confirmed kills with a 3-pack and a 4-pack. So, but the Saints really weren't putting too many guns his way, which is just a mind-boggling experience. If you're playing arguably the best Snake player, at least in the past 10 years, that's almost unarguable, but historically one of the best ever, depending on who you talk to, you gotta put multiple guns towards the Snake side or he's gonna go off.
Yeah.
And so, but that's why I'm really interested to see, because Keith Brown helped Tampa Bay Damage get the victory by being a stud in the Snake, which that's the reason why you pay Keith Brown, right? So this could be set up for, as we just saw, head-on collision here in the Snake.
We should see a lot of that this match. Rainey fills the Snake 1. It looks like Jacob moves back to the home bunker. Diesel takes the Dorito 2 and the Snake.
Yeah, and so both teams getting a body back into the Snake, and they are mirrored up. Diesel looking down the sideline, though. Rainey checking off on that inside, trying to see if he can get one of those crucial cross-field, coast-to-coast shots.
It's good to hear the communication, too, between the back players and the front players, figuring out where those bodies are and where they need to shoot.
Yeah, Rainey and Jason are really good at this situation.
Yeah.
I like that tactical retreat, too.
So it's Spica up into the Snake 3 here. Jacob's going to filter over. He's going to get all the way to the corner. Makes clean.
Who didn't overslide either, as Jesse was on that angle, but Jesse saw that move. So now Jesse's going to tell Spica posting up like he's going to get run down on the highway, and that's because they don't know where Rainey is.
Right.
So he's not, like, I understand, hey, be safe, right?
Yeah, protect yourself.
And there's really no way he can know unless he gets some communication cross-field from the D side if they start getting picked up by Rainey cross-field. Hey, he's at the back of the Snake, and then that'll allow a little breathing room here for Spica.
Interesting, too, watching him try to shoot that bounce.
Yeah, both teams are mirrored up in the Dorito 2. And I'm looking for the 4th player on Damage on this view here. Damage might only have 3 alive. Looks like they have Dorito 2.
No, they do.
Yeah, the corner and the Snake.
Yeah, tactical battle here. Looks like Lauren has something for us. Lauren, what do you got?
Yeah, coming into this match, I talked to J-Rab, and he said, you know, this has not been the season that Diesel wanted. Their two biggest problems are communication and putting it together on the field. He said that if players can't put that together or figure it out at an individual level, they're going to have some tough choices come the offseason.
Straight shooter right there.
Yeah.
That's the truth, though. When you're on a high-powered, highly paid team that expects results, that's just how it is, man. It is Survivor Island. Don't pretend it's not.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, but that just is going to make it really fun for us fans to watch, to see what happens to these teams, you know, towards the end of the season, see if they can perform, win a tournament here. Again, both these teams sitting with a win at this event, sitting at 1-0. But this is not a surprise, right? Tactical battle, even relatively getting close to even on count. And, you know, with neither team having a lead to protect,
Right.
no one really wants them. We're looking at some Sunday paintball right here. This is
Oh,
what
yeah.
this field's going to play like on Sunday.
And Jacob's going to fill the snake one here behind Rainey.
Another thing, too, is that, yeah, this is obviously for, you know, to try to get your team onto Sunday. But when you're damaged, just coming off a win for the last event, and Diesel trying to, you know, make them their names again to try to prove that they're a top team, this is also for bragging rights and statement to the league. So Jacob has now joined Rainey as they have pretty decent cross-field spread. Rainey is backed up quite a bit off of that snake two, almost just right on the other side of snake one. And Jason has gone inside to the wedge, so he's going to swab his gun real quick, get a little bit more accurate shot. And as we have gone through quite a bit of time here, down to 8:42 just in point number one, guys got to be running low on paint.
I think this is easily the longest point of the day. For the first point of a match, at least.
For the first point, for sure. There was a really long one in that Hurricanes match.
Yeah, with the Saints.
Spica, one pot on his back. No, what has he got here?
He's got at least
One empty one.
Yeah, one empty, one full, it looks
Okay.
like.
Rainey's got one full. Can't see what's on Jesse's back, but he only has, what, 3-4 at his feet?
Yeah.
So he should still have some bullets. Yeah, and no one's even shot their gun in the past 5 to 10 seconds here. So Jason's going to do a backfill to get back to. Ooh, it looks like he might be doing some surgery on his gun.
Yeah, oh, he's picking.
Oh, he had to go
he
back
picked
for a pod.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those, as soon as someone falls,
Yeah.
that's going to be it.
Yeah, it's next kill. It's 3-on-3. It's very even on positionally.
It's mirrored up positionally.
Yeah, it is. Just with that backfill, now it is, yeah. So both teams have a body in outside D2. Oh, that was a shot. Spica just shot. Is that Horn? Oh, what a nasty coast-to-coast shot. He saw it, he called it, and that's what it was going to take. Somebody has to step up at a moment like this and individually win a gunfight. Spica did it, but...
Can Rainey make this?
Oh, Rainey dunks on him.
Oh.
And then Jesse gets shot in the shoulder, and he doesn't know he's hit right now. He's got to be careful. That's definitely going to be a penalty. I mean, he's hit on his shoulder for sure.
Yep.
So that's going to be a penalty. That's going to take out Baginski. And so Rainey Stanzik and Jason Edwards save the day yet again. A slight gift on the penalty. And, man, after that beautiful shot that Spica
was a
just
great
made
shot,
right
yeah.
there. But that's when you're playing high-level ball. It's, you know, paintball, you know, in that top 10 percentile is all arena react. It's all mental ability. And so even though Rainey, now in a tough position in a 3-on-2, was able to come up, get that kill, stay alive, it forces Jesse into a move. Jesse gets shot, so just great zone control and a great read by Edwards and Stanzik, and a beautiful job to take that first point here for Tampa Bay.
Definitely. All right, now we got Heat and Aftermath coming up.
They've had quite a bit of time to discuss their first game plan.
I'd say.
Not what to do.
We're in the pits here with Damage. Looking at Jason and Rainey.
Calm, collective.
Looks like they have some cool new masks on.
Seen a decent amount of new gear out
Yeah.
here for the fourth event.
Not as cool as I5s, but
Your guys' new jerseys look pretty fresh.
Thank you. Yeah, they're one of Dave's newest designs.
So first point here looks like Sam Monville, and Ryan Moorhead are both going to be taking the walk. Tough break for Houston Heat to start things out, even though they do make the snake with Fedorov, and they have Tyler Mishka still alive. So that's looking pretty good right now for this young up-and-coming team. Aftermath, ooh, gets eaten up in the snake, though. That's a tough death for Castro.
Yep.
Can't die in that position. You're playing Heat, you're up bodies, you have all the time in the world, you just started the game. That's a gunfight you cannot lose.
Right. Yeah, especially because Tyler wasn't even wide yet.
I would say Fedorov he came out wide to the wire to get that shot, then jump back in. It was a crafty one on him. Ooh, and Tyler's going to get shot.
Ooh. All right, so 4-on-2 Aftermath. Aftermath coming on the snake. It's Fedorov and Mishka left alive. Number 95 here. Takes some
Great,
ground.
it's Grayson.
He's gonna get that kill
Oh,
on
nice
Mishka.
job, Grayson. And he's going to trade out with Fedorov. Totally fine.
Yeah, good point by Grayson.
Yeah, great point by Grayson. Castro did drop the ball a little bit, but no big deal.
Yep.
Again, this is not about your snake player. It's about your snake package.
Yep.
What do you got? What crew are you bringing to bear over here on the snake side? Okay, Castro makes a little mistake. No big deal because Grayson picked him up.
Yep.
Now maybe Castro goes out, stunts on the next one, and that's just how it should go. But yeah, great job by Aftermath. And it all started by producing those kills off the break. And it didn't look like there was a penalty on the break, right? Did you guys see a
No,
penalty?
I think they quick drawed the tower, and then I'm not sure exactly how Moorhead got shot, but
Moorhead was in the home, so
was.
he was looking. I think he got called out, and they were questioning it.
I think we killed one.
Let's listen in real quick.
Tag up, okay? One day it was Moorhead didn't tag up, and he's out. So don't. They gave us a little gift right there.
oh, they're saying Moorhead didn't tag
It
up.
looked like he was gonna try to run baby.
That's seemed a little fishy.
Yeah.
I love Coach Ramirez. Coach Ramirez from Aftermath, man. Every time we cut to the pits, he's always saying the right thing, you know?
There's a kill off the Dorito
Oh,
side,
a
and a
minor.
minor penalty on
Diesel.
Nico Hyde is going to draw that minor. Spick is going to fill out, take a bounce, calling for a check.
Looked like a bounce, though.
Yeah, he's going to be clean. Damage going to get into the Dorito 3.
Well, tough situation here for Diesel, down by 1 against Damage.
Yeah,
6:30 to go after that really long point, and a tough break for him to start out this one with the penalty on Hyde.
that's a tough call off the break too, because it looks like he just ran to the corner. I don't think he really did anything to draw that minor, but he got it anyway.
Well, it looks like it was in his arm, so they could be calling it for an obvious hit.
Potentially, you think he was running and shooting and took the hit and just kept going.
Keith Brown moving up with BJ Henningberg. Heard good things about BJ's play at the practice. This is a snake tailor-made for BJ.
Right.
Real fast, real aggressive.
Chris Horn going to get in the 50 Dorito here.
Horn had one of the best moves I've seen out here today. In
Oh,
that
against
first
us?
match. Yeah. Not to rub it in or anything, but you did too, though, Justin. You had a
Thank
really
you,
nice
yeah.
move out there. Though you guys did lose, but still,
Yeah, we
it
did.
was a pretty looking move.
No, I should have filled back to the home on that one and try to shoot Dorito away once we lost our home player. Spick is going to be taking the walk.
Yeah, I mean, he was on an island over there at the tower with Damage out wide.
Yep.
Chris Horn at that 50. That's going to force a concession. So BJ's still alive in the snake, and looked like Mouse might have got just clipped. Couldn't really see, but it looked like he might have been still alive at the door, regardless.
Yeah.
With that D side completely blown open. AC forced to concede as time starting to tick off, and now down by 2. And Damage is just so nasty when they go up points.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of picking Damage from the start of this game just because how they played against us and what I've seen from Diesel. They had a tight game against the Saints. But getting a penalty off the break is really going to hurt your chances to win a point.
Yeah, it's not the most disgusting penalty filled day I've seen in my life, but starting to see some flags fly, though.
Yeah.
Starting to see some decent amount of flags fly.
All right, here we go. Aftermath and Heat. Heat on the screen.
Looking at our eye in the sky on the breakout here as Heat is going to risk Dizon out to D2, makes it clean. Sam Monville on a delay, makes it to the tower. Good crossfield spread here for Heat. Not much ground taken up the field, though, as Aftermath able to make it into the snake and on a delay, also outside wide. It was a good break for both squads.
Yeah, 5 alive, both squads.
Tyler into the snake, made it through a lane. Ooh, wraps around, almost gets a shot in on the wedge, forces him to check off, or check back in, and Tyler hits the deck, crawls up here into snake 2.
Yeah, I believe Chad George is hurt this event, so I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, we haven't seen him 1 point out here. I heard he was potentially
Powers gonna-
hurt after the practices, and we didn't know if we were going to see him for
Yeah.
sure, but he was also hurt on Sunday at the last event.
Okay.
So, I mean, Chad has played. A couple bodies coming off
Yeah,
right now for
Powers can-
Aftermath.
Say
Both
Tyler
kills.
with the crossfield kills.
Ooh, Tyler. We don't see Tyler do that much. He got
No.
those crossfield kills, so he did his damage, but a little bit of a sloppy death there for him. Just kept his foot out, looked like a little bit too much. Their foot or arm, definitely saw the spray off. Ref saw the same thing.
Yes, I could swear 2 foot shots do not count. But
Isn't that just a warning? Hey, dude, put your foot back in.
yeah,
Right. Warning shot.
once you know I mean business.
Got 2 Aftermath players here looking at 4 Heat players.
Looking over the shoulders here, Houston Heat. Fedorov in that back corner.
I think that's Yaya getting here into the snake.
Yeah, nice fill in from Chad Boucher. Chad peeks inside, checking off on an angle. Got to be careful. This is where Tyler just got shot.
Yeah, you can see the Aftermath player trying to come up on the inside. Chad's going to take some ground. Chad can get both these guys if he just keeps going.
Yeah, they kind of, Aftermath went to sleep a little bit here on the snake.
Yeah.
They shot out Tyler and then let Chad fill in, make multiple moves, and now he's in a really good spot here at the 50-yard line, and they don't know he's there.
Yeah, the wedge here is calling just snake corner. They definitely don't know Chad's in there.
Oh, sneaky Chad Boucher, get
Yeah.
in here. Let's see if he can make the most of this situation.
Oh,
His
it's
enemies
good.
have no idea where he is.
Oh, he's back on the wire now.
So you got Fedorov still in the snake corner trying to work him down.
Ooh, looks like this Aftermath player wants to go.
He's thinking about it, right? Oh, Chad's going to run the highway. He's going to get one. He's going to get two with the hip shot. Nice little trade here in a two-pack with Chad Boucher running the highway. That's the inside part of the snake and makes his presence felt, and that's a huge boost to Houston Heat as they are now launching on the D side, D3 and D4. Fedorov by himself over here on the snake side, but, man, that really softened the lineup.
I don't
know. Is there even
There's
one
no
left? I think
Yeah,
they lost
that's
another
it.
guy in that situation, too. So Chad Boucher gets a spin, makes the most of it here, and is going to help Houston Heat tie this game up.
You could tell Chad did not know that wedge was there. He would have switched way sooner. He kind of was like, oh, shoot, and just goon-handed him.
It might not be the prettiest move, but sometimes it's a move.
It worked out. He's trying to talk it up, figure it out that there's no Aftermath players left.
Well, you guys played 2 games out here. How hard is it to keep the communication accurate on this layout?
We were having trouble with it, that's for sure. It's tough when your players get real far away from you. If you're head down the snake and you're in, the snake 50 to snake 3, it's hard to hear people because there's a lot of paint hitting your bunker, all the guns going off, and your head's in the dirt. And, people are trying to project to you. It's definitely tough. And try and get it across field. A lot of times we're seeing just one player on the Dorito side, so the connection has been a struggle as well.
Yeah, especially if you lose your center players, the bridge to kind of connect the two, bring the two sides together. Sometimes that guy's filtering up through the center and getting clipped out. And once we lose that guy, we lose that connection. Our back guys are screaming, and it's just not getting across.
Well, and it's 2 obviously separate battles going on here. You got the D side, and sometimes it's a full commitment over there where your 2 guys are way up the field, full commitment on the snake side. And like you said, often there isn't a center player. Or if there is one, he's way in the backfield. So he has to hear you way up on the Dorito side and then be able to communicate way up on the snake side. And that's if that guy's even there, because typically when it's gotten to that point where it is getting confusing, everyone's committed to an attack or everyone's committed to a certain spot. Yeah, it just seems that we're seeing a lot of that. Guys killing everyone and then taking a good 30 seconds to figure out that everyone's dead. Jumping back into this here with Tampa Bay up by 2 over Diesel with just 5:14 to go.
Looks like 5 alive, both teams here, both teams in the snake. Damage with a little more Dorito side ground up in the Dorito wedge. Diesel playing the aggressor.
Yeah, not stopping. Mouse, though.
Oh, Mouse on the attack here, trying to get the drop on Keith Brown. No one putting any pressure on him,
Yeah,
so he's
he
going to
can
keep
have it.
going. Does he know where Keith is? He does. Comes around, he stitches him up, he stays alive, but he gets shot by his own team in the back, so got to be careful not to get a
he's gonna
penalty.
major.
Oh, major penalty assessed
Yeah, he
on
shot a
Mouse.
player.
Yeah, well, I think it was Jesse that shot him in the back, if that is Jesse in the back corner, and that's going to pull out Mark. And it's going to pull out Ice. Oh, man, it was
You
looking...
see the frustration in that, too.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I don't know if Jesse broke a ball. I've done that before. Unfortunately, I have to admit it. Everyone's kind of been in that situation. You play long enough. But that's a really tough break for AC because Mouse was about to dominate.
Yep.
He had just got the drop on Keith. They had no idea he was there. Jesse shot him in the back, and he either didn't feel it enough or thought that, who knows, but did continue to play, gets the major, and Jesse's probably going to get a little talking to once this
that's
point's
rough.
over.
Well, it looked to me like he got Keith clean, then he got shot in the back, and then after he got shot back, shot not Chris Horn, Agent Smith.
I saw the same thing.
Yeah.
So, which is also unfortunate for Jesse because Jesse was shot by Mark in their first match.
Yeah. I think Mark was team killed out of this snake wedge, too, at one point.
Yeah, I think so. So a
I
couple.
wonder how Mike's going to take this.
Oh man, I was hoping we had the camera in the AC pits. We're in damages pit, though, so they got to be pretty excited about how this one's going.
Yeah.
Are you good? Yeah. Are you good? Are you good? Are you good?
Yes, I'm fine. I know I look tired, but I'm okay.
I like these new damage jerseys.
No, you're in. No, you're down. You are down.
All right, so we got Joey in the pit. On the next line, here we go with Aftermath and Heat. Looks like Aftermath's going to make the snake clean, and they're in there uncontested. Fedorov quickly matches.
Get shot out.
Oh. So Fedorov now in the snake uncontested. He's going to wrap and shoot the juice box out on the snake side. Quick
Fedorov
for Fedorov.
loves stepping out on the wire and shooting.
Yeah, it's a good wrap shot there on the juice box. There's no one on the wire. Fedorov can go all the way. Looks like 2 Aftermath players. Aftermath going to take the 50 Dorito. Moorhead going to get into the Dorito 4, and Moorhead's going to run the highway and trade. Good trade by Moorhead. Up body, smart decision. And Fedorov is just probing for that last body. He's got him now. So just 1 Aftermath player left, and they are going to concede. A lot of time left. 2 very different games here. A lot of time left in the Heat Aftermath game. 2-1 Heat with 9:30 left. And the Diesel game is a little lopsided towards damage with about half the time, I believe.
Yeah, well, it's kind of it's an interesting field. We're always going to see some fast points, always going to see some slow points, right? But the way that this field has been playing. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to hear real quick.
Did I get any other companies? Did we get enough companies? No, I want more companies. You know what I'm saying?
Talk with his companies.
Company Bravo, Company Bravo, Company Bravo, then
Okay, let's do it.
Give me more calls.
Company.
Yeah, whoever up front, give us the fucking warning.
Hey, what's important is that we get
Dallas,
the fucking kill count is, right? Moorhead went
That was a good call for Charlie.
Hey,
Here we go.
I always love when we cut to the pits.
Yep. Looks like Lackey's going to be taking the snake.
Look at he
Matched up
got
with-
bounced off the arm. He kind of checked his arm halfway
Oh,
through
okay.
the run.
Here comes a referee, and he's going to pull him out and get a minor on Lackey.
That's a tough one. Lackey had a real good spin when he got in game number 1. So unfortunately for him and for Tampa Bay, it's going to hurt him this time.
Looks like the hit was on the top of his loader, and he probably didn't feel that on the run. So it's going to pull out Rainey, and we have Jason walking off as well. BJ all the way.
Looks like
into
just
their
the little
snake.
Dorito left, the Dorito 1.
Yeah, there goes Agent Smith. He tried to take the 50, but just too many Diesel players alive. This is a great quick point for Diesel, exactly what they needed to bring it within 2 with about 3.5 left.
Yeah, Diesel,
Ooh, are they gonna shoot?
we needed to see a sign of life
Yep.
out of AC Diesel with barely any time on the clock considering the spread. Because if Tampa Bay wins one more with 3:20 left,
Yeah.
that's it, game over. You know,
Yep.
just going to depending on what it is. Sure, in some universe, Diesel has the speed and the aggression to pull off one of the craziest comebacks we've seen of the year. But this was massive for him. Now it's a 2-point spread, manageable. Don't have to even get that crazy. You can have a standard game plan.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to push the issue too much because we have seen guys get chewed up. I mean, there are big lanes that you have to get through. Like, talk to me about, D-side player over there, Justin. You got Justin Politi and Nick Carney up here for level. You had a really good point over there. You guys did drop your 2 games. But talk to me about what you're seeing on the D-side.
Yeah, so the Hurricanes did a really good job of shooting that Dorito too. I tried to go there twice and got hit, but they weren't. Not a lot of people are shooting the corner. All the focus seems to be on the snake side, so that really frees up the Dorito corner run. And what I've been trying to do is read the paint and just try and work my way right up to that 50 quickly if there's no paint there. Which, with the focus on the snake side in this layout, which is obviously the stronger side, it just seems like everyone's kind of shooting that way.
Yeah, and that's what we've been seeing on almost every single team from the guys that are playing heads up D-side now, who trying to take a little bit of a bite here. Houston Heat can be losing. Ryan Moorhead trying to take some ground
Oh, and
off
a
the break.
minor on Aftermath.
Well, that's going to help things because he did lose a body. So now the tables have turned. Is Aftermath trying to do damage control, get out to D2, and they have this very crucial back bunker here, snake side, the Landry Logistics spot.
Yeah, it's awesome that Logan's sponsoring that.
Yeah, former pro player.
Yep.
Logan Landry. We're going to have him up this weekend at some point.
Oh, awesome. There
Yeah.
are only 2 Aftermath guys left. The Dorito 2 in the corner, it looks like.
Connor Kelly's been real good in limited spins out here. He's going to crawl up into the 50. He's got 2 bodies behind him.
There's going to be 1 Aftermath player left.
Yeah, 4-on-1. Houston Heat going to be
Oh.
taking a 2-point
boy.
lead here shortly.
And that's it. He's waving himself out, but they're just hammering him. And Moorhead got shot in that same Dorito 2 lane. I think at maybe several teams' practices. I know we played in San Antonio, and then we played again at Blast Camp. The Dorito 2 lane wasn't quite as big as it is here. So it seems a lot easier to shoot But most teams only have the home shooting towards the Dorito side, just one gun.
Yeah. Home being the back center.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what's interesting about this backfield is that you have 2 huge stand-ups in the back corners, which is a great gunfighting positions. You can control a lot from there. Back center has really legit shots,
Yep.
but as you were breaking down, the snake is so crucial. The teams are forced to put a ton of attention on it, so sometimes it's just one gun you have to run through over on that D side. And even though we were watching, we had Callie Rudolph come up here, and he was watching the Legion game, their first one. And Karslev was just, even when they put 2 guns on him, because eventually they're like, hey, we got to put more guns on the D side.
Yeah.
He was still running through the lanes.
Yeah. I would say the D side is definitely harder to. Well, both sides are kind of seem a little tough to show the break, but both teams making snake here again, but Damage losing the first body off the corner. Diesel right into the 50. Now we're into the opposing team's snake into the red zone.
Yeah, it's BJ Henningberg again as the first attacker for Diesel. They need 2 points just to tie with 3 minutes left to go.
Keith's on the wire, though.
Henningberg has help behind him, that back corner bunker. And no one out there for Keith, though. So he's going to run the highway. Oh, and he gets the drop in on BJ. BJ got to be careful not on that spin.
Great move by Keith if he's clean.
Yeah, I think that Spica at the wedge had switched and tried to get a ball on him as he was doing that, but just wasn't able to get there in time. Diesel going to filter out body back corner, D side. And yeah, Keith Brown's still alive.
2:30 left on the game clock here.
That was a massive move from Keith Brown.
Huge move. Takes out the thorn on their side. Spica's going to mirror him up in the insert snake W's. We're calling that the ghetto. I'm sure other teams are calling it something similar.
Yeah, it's funny when we get guys up here and they forget that there's a bunch of people listening that don't know all your codes.
Yep.
Like, yeah, man, I was at the California shooting the apple, and then he was at the ghetto. Other guy was at the dinosaur, and I was like, San Diego, San Diego. And I'm like, dude, no one has anything at all of what you're talking about right now.
First off, too, I think we need a dinosaur call. I do like that.
That's a good call. You know, I don't think we've seen this. 2 teams both mirrored up in this inside snake W. Diesel's going to fill the Dorito 2. Diesel's a really good spread here. Dorito 2, both corners, and mini W. Damage is at the home, Dorito side tower, and snake side insert mini W.
I mean, if Spica reads this right, he probably could cut in and
Well, they
block
need-
out. Is that Jason over there in the tower?
Nick, they got 120 to work with. They need 2 to tie. Margin with already having a win, right? Diesel doesn't want to lose by a bunch here if they do. But it's kind of coming to the point with 2 just to tie. You got to decide, are we going to try to win this game, or are we going to be content, try to win this point, take the 1-point loss, so go 1-1 on the day against the best team in the division?
Oh, I'm pushing it. We're going for it.
I know, but that's the situation, right?
Yeah,
These
under
are-
a minute now, 4-on-4 still. Diesel needs to make something happen. Goldman's got to put someone in and go.
Yeah, the issue, though, is that Diesel only won their game against the Saints by 1.
Yeah.
So they're still going to have a good day tomorrow.
Here we go.
Spica
There it
moved for
is.
it.
Spica putting it
Great
together. Nice move. Keith did not shoot his gun, so that's smart. Beautiful move from Kyle Spica up the center.
There we go. We got Goldman going all the way.
Only about 30 seconds left. Looks like they're going to take out Jason.
Yeah, he should have went farther. He almost just shot Spica.
Spica's going to get taken out.
Spica then shot to the ground. He had to commit, and here comes Goldman trying to finish it off as Horn launches, and Goldman's going to get in there, stomp on that buzzer with just about 17 seconds left to go. So they got a chance.
Yeah, good point by Diesel.
Got a chance.
That was a good move by Spica.
It was a great move, yeah.
Yeah, and Spica had a nice shot earlier, too. He's looking decently dialed right now. Had to get creative. He was the one, where I was saying, who has the ball? What that means in paintball is because everyone has the ball, but that's specifically who's the person that needs to be making the move in any given time.
That
was
mouse
just
there looking a little winded.
Yeah, I'd say he's been running the snake a lot.
I don't know if it's winded or hurt.
Well, I hope he's not hurt. That's a bummer.
Yeah, I hope he's not hurt. He's got his pack off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's just winded. He doesn't seem to be limping.
Yeah, I think he's just tired.
Well, we'll see when he gets in. Yeah, so we're in the pits.
Oh, he's seeing his back.
Oh, no.
I can't run.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
God, we get the best snake we've seen in years. And we got the best snake player the past decade. I really hope he's not hurt.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be all right.
I mean, he had 7 kills and 2 points in the first game. Just closed that one out to give the team a chance. Really hope he's okay.
Obviously, we're playing Diesel tomorrow, so not having Mouse in the field is great for us.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
as a competitor, you want to beat them at their best. You know, I don't want to see any other player out here getting injured or anything like that.
Jumping back into this one here. More time in this one. 8:30 still to go. Houston Heat up by 2. See if Aftermath can answer. They get Castro in a good spot. Into the snake quickly.
If he can go all the way, he's got it.
Connor Kelly getting another spin here for Houston Heat. He's been doing real solid work. I haven't really seen Connor make a mistake yet, to be honest, in the spins that he's gotten.
And he counters Castro, which prevents Castro's going to move anyway. And
Ooh, big fill for Ronnie Dizon all the way up into D3 from the back corner.
Or is that Mishka? Yeah, made that fill.
Looks like yeah.
Tyler going to get in. So Houston Heat making a couple nice ones. Dizon goes to the 50, gets a kill from the Dorito side, and then a little tactical retreat back to D3.
What's tough about this 50 Dorito is if their snake gets here to this red zone, he will just blow you up in the 50 Dorito.
So that's intelligent for him to get back out of that spot because they have a 2-point lead to protect. He doesn't need to be that far up. Ooh, referee going in there, seeing if he caught one on the transition back. Looks like he's good to go. So yeah, Houston Heat, 5 alive, great crossfield spread. Tripled up on this snake side.
Yeah, stacking it. It's like 4 Aftermath players. We got the snake side wedge, the Dorito side tower, and maybe there's only 3 Aftermath players. No corner. Yeah, I believe that.
No, Cousin's still alive.
Is it?
We're blocked
yeah,
out.
so we got
50-yard line.
1, 2, 3 Aftermath guys. Because there's no corner. And no one else in the back line.
Yeah, tower, wedge, snake 50?
Yep.
Yeah.
Aftermath's going to fill out the Dorito side corner, try and spread the field.
Well, if they're in a 5-on-3 and they're down by 2, this might want to concede this point.
Yeah. He must have saw him go up. And
now they got to concede this point.
Almost just like Reason. Like Dizon almost just roasted Connor Kelly.
He did, yeah. It's hairy over here. Oh no!
Yeah.
If Dizon's hit, that's gonna be a penalty. Nope, ref calls him clean again.
Yep. Houston Heat looking real good in that one. Yeah, so Houston Heat gonna go up by 3 now. About 6:25 left to go, and it's like Lauren Kelly has some information about Mouse. Hopefully, it's good. Lauren, what do you got for us?
Well, it's not great. With 17 seconds left on the clock, AC Diesel has a chance to tie this matchup against the reigning champs Damage, but Mouse came off the field after that last point and had to sit himself, saying he can't run. So he's trusting his fellow team members to go out there and get this win for him.
Yeah, again, I hope maybe just a little back spasm.
Yeah, definitely don't want any kind of back injury. Those are rough to handle.
Yeah, just another guy that's been doing it for so long as the first attacker. And like Chad George is hurt for this one. And, you know, it kind of does beat you up after all the years.
Oh, yeah.
Mouse has been doing this for, God, about 15 years now.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a lot of wear and tear on the body, even when you get some nice grass fields.
Hey, at least we got insurance now. Shout out Spot Insurance.
Yeah. So with up by 1 right now, Diesel with the chance, like Lauren was saying, I believe 17 seconds on the clock. We already saw Houston Heat in their first match in this situation put up a crucial point in about 14 seconds.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's absolutely possible. It started with Fedorov. Just, you know, you got to be real good and get a little lucky in those situations. And just no one was really looking at Fedorov. The guys that were, he was shooting, and they had a trailer right behind him with Tyler Harmon, and they were able to get it done. So we'll see if AC Diesel, also a team with a lot of athleticism and a lot of wheels, see if they can get it done. It's just really tough to do against a team like Tampa Bay.
Got to win the breakout. So looks like they don't shoot a single body off the break. That's going to make it tough. But the flying V's coming down. 3 Diesel players walking off.
Yeah, Kyle went through the center trying to cut the seam. BJ has the trailer outside wide, but yeah, just not going to work. A penalty assessed on Tampa Bay, but just in the closing moments of the match. So Tampa Bay is going to hold on to take this 1-point victory, but it was a close game.
It was a close game. That's tough to have a minor call there, because I think in the old rules, right, if it's a game-altering play, it'd be a major, but here you have to shoot someone, so if that's a red flag, we're going to overtime.
Yeah, stop the clock,
Yep.
right into overtime. Would have stopped the clock at 1 second, which wouldn't have done anything. We would have ended up in an overtime. So that's not going to be the case here, though. Minor penalty. It looks like it was Jacob. So Jacob just double checking with the referee to see what that penalty was. It is kind of tough in those really quick points because you're so laser focused on shooting that lane or running through the gap, and very much, because again, sometimes people will say, oh, the pros feeling their hit all the time. Like, not really.
Yeah.
Not really. There's so much at stake. You really think that guy would be running down the field knowing he has a giant beacon on his chest? Probably not. Probably not.
Get in the zone, you get locked in.
Yeah, Nick, exactly. That adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
Oh, yeah.
And adrenaline is pumping in those situations. So now 3-point spread here. Aftermath, can they summon the spirit for a comeback with 6:25? Looks like they're going to be losing a body on the D side here on the break as Houston Heat doubling up that back center. And the heavy guns play working out for them nicely as they get that early kill. And they do get Connor Kelly into the snake again. Moorhead's going to filter out D-side on a delay, as well as Mishka Kesnev, and then Moorhead going to go right into D3. So looking good crossfield again here for Houston Heat.
Ooh, all the way up to the 50 for Moorhead. Looking inside. They picked him up. Moorhead's wrapping the 50 now. Looking to put pressure. There's no one wide for Aftermath on the Dorito side. Widest guy they have is the tower. Connor Kelly a little bit better position than Aftermath here in the snake.
Man, I'll tell you what, with the injury to Chad George, it is really good that Houston Heat picked up Connor Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why you need a lot of bodies out here. You never know what can happen. Connor's calling his kill.
And he got it. Crossfield kill here for Connor. Yeah, everything's going Houston Heat's way right now. So now just dig in and burn time.
Yeah.
Going to get this win most likely. So as they're up bodies, up 3 points. Now 5:15 to go.
Aftermath's filtered back over to the Dorito Tower. Heat is not moving at all, and they obviously do not need to. Ronnie's going to fill out to support Moorhead.
I see. Aftermath's going to tactical retreat back to the head of the snake there.
And take the Dorito 2, so they are still trying to attack, which, all the way to the Dorito 3 now. I bet Moorhead tries to go get this guy.
He loves that.
Yep.
That's what he's really good at.
Ooh, he jump shot it in.
Oh, with the nasty jump shot here, Ryan Moorhead for Houston Heat getting a crucial kill. Is Aftermath trying to push into guns? Probably need to think about conceding this one here to have any chance.
Yep.
Oh, Moorhead's going off on the D side right now.
That's it.
Little 2-pack here for Moorhead. Maybe make it 3. Might have pushed him into Mishka's gun. Connor also helping things out for Moorhead with that kill on the tower early. Yeah, I haven't seen really any mistakes out of Connor.
Yeah, Heat is looking pretty good in this match. Obviously, they had a close one against the Bears. The last one, a 1-point game with that crazy win. But they're looking real dialed right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Houston Heat has definitely made it fun to watch their games in the prelims. And then come Sunday, made every single Sunday, and they're basically always losing by 1 point, typically to the team that wins the tournament.
Yeah.
That's tough, right?
That's very tough.
You know?
They're in 4th place in the standings overall, so they definitely have a shot, to win every event.
Yeah, a team that doesn't like to change their roster barely ever. A couple years ago picked up Tyler Harmon, Connor Kelly this year, and then Devin Stewart goes to Energy Elite.
Interesting move there. I haven't had a chance to talk to him about that.
I actually talked to he's staying at the same hotel that I'm staying at, so I saw him last night, and it's kind of cool for him because now he gets to get played to be the man and play every single point.
Yep.
So he'll be floating around a little bit, but he'll probably be, the main gunfighter over here on the Snake side, and it's a chance for him to be a star.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they need somebody like that on that team. Energy's made some Sundays, been very inconsistent. Lost Bodies playing a little bit of roster roulette.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a
They've
touch.
been playing a little bit more than us.
Yeah, back and forth. But losing Weaver, that's kind of a big loss for them.
Did they lose their coach as well, I thought I heard? Yeah.
Chris Jansen apparently still advising.
Okay, what does that mean?
But not actually coaching. Chris Jansen, great guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just kind of that's the sport, man. It's so hard to keep a consistent roster regardless. I mean, no team really has been able to do it for more than maybe 2 years in a row. But Houston Heat is one of those teams that really they do not like to make player changes, and they've been so successful.
Yeah.
I remember they'd won 2 World Cups in a row a couple years ago before Dynasty's rise, pre-COVID, and I was playing golf with Randy Smith, and guys are always calling him, hey, can we get on the team? What do you think? Pick me up, this sort of thing. And he's like, Matty, would you make changes if you were me? And I was like, dude, you just won 2 World Cups in a row. Probably not.
Yeah. It's tough. Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
Here we go. Aftermath down by 4 with 4 minutes left. So they need a point, a minute. It looks like the Snake Guy's going to be getting potentially taken out. Refs in there checking him. I would say this is almost insurmountable at the moment for Aftermath.
Yeah, it's getting there, right?
He's all over this Snake Guy.
Yeah, Justin, 4 minutes left, down by 4, need a point, a minute. And they have only been able to put up 1 so far. Houston Heat just they're very controlled. They're starting to look like themselves right now.
Yeah.
Big offensive push, control when you need it, scrambling when you need it.
And they're attacking both sides. You have Connor Kelly up here in the Snake, Moorhead in the Dorito 2 already. So they have a balanced attack, and they're staying alive. Everyone's just rolling their guns.
Yeah, it's just, again, good look for Heat in general, but I really like this look for Connor Kelly. All right, man, we lost a legend, you know, in another injury to Chad George. Okay, kid, what are you going to do,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, he's definitely stepped up. He's having a good event. Looks like he's going to get a kill cross field. The Snake player's going to get taken out by, I'm assuming, Yaya, because it looks like he got shot on the wire. I think this is going to be curtains here for Aftermath with a little over 3 minutes to play.
Well, Aftermath also needs to be careful. They can't take a big loss here.
Yeah. Ooh, here comes a... Oh, he didn't commit. Oh, and he gets destroyed.
Connor Kelly making him pay with Tyler Harmon putting a couple extra on him right here, backing up Connor. So it's Connor Kelly, a little double dose. Connor Kelly and Tyler Harmon here, Snake side. That's probably going to be their go-to line with Fedorov in here as well. And, yeah, see, this is the thing, right? So Aftermath takes a 3-point loss in their first one against Legion. They're starting to let Heat run up the score.
Yeah.
There's 2 minutes. So you see they're not conceding right now. That's smart. You got Coach Ramirez. Love what he's been doing with this group. Aftermath's a young group of guys that's been inconsistent here, but that's, of course, you know,
Didn't they go 4-0 at the last event?
not at the last event.
No, the last event? Okay. One event this year.
No, it was the first, second event. So they took 6th in Texas, beating the Saints X Factor, Energy, and Impact.
Okay.
And then they lost X Factor by 1. So great event, right?
Yeah.
But then at the next one, it was a rougher road for them, taking 18th,
Ooh.
going 1-3. The only team they beat was the Saints.
Yeah.
With a negative 14 on their plus minus. So it's just, but
Yeah.
but hey, welcome to pro paintball, right? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys have taken a third. You guys have, but then it's just struggle. It's hard,
Yeah.
So you've proven you can be a good team when you guys are all clicking and it's on and the roster's dialed. But it's just very hard to keep that consistency if you're not one of those top 5, 6, 7 squads,
yeah.
right?
And I think sometimes, too, we were talking about this earlier, scores don't reflect how close games are sometimes.
True.
Like our damage game felt closer than what the score reflects. Sometimes this is how it goes. You have minor things that happen and you lose that point, and then it just dominoes.
Yeah, it's definitely, that's part of the game. But right now, just Aftermath, you can't be taking a 7-1 beating here against Houston Heat. And then, because what does that mean? Well, tomorrow, after losing 2 today, sitting at a -9 if they do lose a mercy rule here. So now you got to go in and put the whipstick on a team, and you got to win a mercy rule. You got to get a mercy rule win. And then you're still down. You're still in the negative territory. So now you need at least a 4-point win in your next game. So you have to mercy rule a team. This is why when you see teams manage clock and people talk about clock management, it's like, okay, well, that's part of the game.
100%.
Because if you're not thinking on that level, you're really not putting your team in the best position to move on to Sunday, and that's what this is all about. The triage that happens from 20 to 10, and then ideally you don't want to be in the wild card round either. Even though 2 events in a row we've seen Dynasty and Damage come out of the wild card round and take a victory, so definitely possible, but it's much more difficult because now you got to win 4 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so it's clock management's important. So, maybe 5, 6 minutes ago, as this game was starting to run away. Now you don't want to throw the white flag up and concede, but that's where it gets very difficult. Conversations are being had in these pits.
It was good too because we had Coco, our assistant coach, in the pits helping our coach Tyler make sure, like, hey, what's the point margin? Where are we at right now?
Yeah.
So you have that, a different body who's not focused on calling plays, managing that stuff helps out tremendously.
And it's not a full concession, but maybe bleed off 20 seconds here.
Yep.
Bleed off 30 seconds
and that's
there.
exactly what we did too. Is hey, we'll let it go down to 45 and we'll concede it and then go from there.
Yeah, it's just, you got to keep it manageable because then again, now if this stays the way it is, if Heat wins this next one, Aftermath has to show up tomorrow and they have to win a game by 6, and they got to win a game by 4 to be in positive territory to be 2-2 to have a chance to make it on to Sunday.
Well, we're in the same boat as Aftermath here, and we're going to see how they do this last point.
There's a little free coaching for you guys, right?
Free advice. We like it, Matty.
Yeah, we got a good breakout here. Aftermath going all the way to the Dorito 3. He's going to call clean. Crossfield spread by Heat, both corners. Dorito 2. 5 buys live both teams. But yeah, we have the Saints and Diesel tomorrow. We
There you
think
go.
both winnable games. So, you know, if we can go 2-2, even if we don't have a positive spread, it'll be
The Saints look a lot better out here, but you could you could win big against the Saints.
Yep.
If you guys dial it in, you guys are good. And then yeah, you know, I mean, Diesel, but if they don't have Mouse,
yeah.
and I mean, one player does not a team make,
Yeah.
but
No
you're
Mouse,
taking
no
the biggest
J-Rab.
weapon they got. No J-Rab, yes, so it's definitely possible. But yeah, so jumping into this one here, just a little under 2 minutes to go. Situation, same as we've been breaking down, a 5-point spread. So, and you see, look at Aftermath. They're not running up the field right now.
Yeah.
They're not getting crazy.
Oh, they're going to get that cross shot on the
2
corner.
bodies down for Aftermath, 5-on-3 for Heat. He's just going to slowly work this one away for that mercy point rule win.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for Heat, it always looks good on the scoreboard, right?
Yep.
When you get those mercy rule wins. But Heat will also, on their side, be completely content with a 5-point victory here.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing as, you know, they were able to squeak out that win against the Bears. But heading in 2-0, you know, +6,
Yeah.
+7, great.
Not bad.
Everything's going great.
There's one Aftermath player left. The Dorito player and the home player both just took a walk. That's
Yeah.
going to be it for Aftermath. Once they put it together, he's trying to run and do something.
Dizon's looking to close it out from that D side.
Oh, they letting him fill. He's filled 2 spots. There he goes. Oh, he traded with Tyler Hartman, looks like.
Yeah, Dizon still alive over there
Yep.
with the D side completely blown open. So with 41 seconds left, Houston Heat should be able to coast in.
Yeah, 4 players live for Heat. They'll figure it out. Yeah, we're looking forward to tomorrow. You know, obviously we had a rough day today, but we're going to try and turn it around and come out. We got the Saints first and then Diesel second, so both should be competitive games.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, just as we have a couple seconds to talk about it here, before these guys figure out that the game's over? Hurricanes and Damage, tough day.
Yep.
You know, it's a tough day. The Damage game was closer than the Hurricanes game.
Yeah.
What are your quick thoughts here, Justin?
I don't think we played very well in the Hurricanes game. We didn't do our jobs, and they're a really good team. They've been smoking through the prelims, and it's what's tough about pro. Every team's really good. We kind of dialed in a little bit more for Damage. The score didn't really reflect that, but the points were a lot closer. So if we just continue to dial in, we should be okay against the Saints and be able to, you know, beat Diesel as well, I think. But it's frustrating because we had a really good practice weekend. With
Yeah, I heard you guys are crushing it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about crushing it, but we did beat X Factor and Dynasty both in sets in practice.
That's crushing it, Justin.
Yeah, yeah.
So 1 and 2 teams
We
right now, first and second ranked overall.
Yeah, we felt really confident coming into this one. So to have a day like today after a weekend like that is a little deflating. But you know, you got to put it behind you, and we got 2 more games to play, so we got to come out swinging.
Well, best of luck, Nick Carney, Justin Politi, Columbus Level. 2 more games tomorrow, like they said. Stick around here. 2023 NXL Windy City Major here on Center Court. New York Extreme, one of the cool stories in pro paintball. How good are they going to be? We don't know. They got 4 prelim games, starting with rookie sensation making a Sunday, Austin Notorious. That's going to be their first match. We're going to see Edmonton Impact overdue for a win, 2 in a row last year. And, you know, they're there every event on Sunday. They're going to be playing Energy Elite. As we've been speaking about, little roster roulette for Energy Elite. It's going to be a tough test for them. That's the set coming up next. I'm Matty Marshall here on Go Sports. Stick around. See you in just a few.